Hello and Bada Wala Namaste to Loud Thinkers. You're tuned into Let'sThinkAloud.com with me Himani, and today we are talking to, let's see. He believes in only two kinds of art, complex work and simple work is what he recently tweeted. We have seen him in several films, TV shows. We love his style of performance, the edge he gives all his characters in films or in plays. He's normally serious. We shall ask him why. But he loves adding comedy to tragedy. We shall also ask him why. Ahead of his play in Singapore titled Hamlet that he has directed, let's find out all about it from the director-actor with a very interesting and, may I add, a good-looking edge, Rajat Kapoor. Hi, Rajat.
Hi, Himani. What an introduction. Thank you very much.
I know, and I had to add the good-looking bit.
A little over the top, but thank you.
No, but not the good-looking bit wasn't over the top. I've always wanted to tell you that, you know.
That's the only truth in it. The rest was all over the top.
Oh my God. Okay, firstly, I need to ask you, are you normally serious or you just look the part, or did I get it totally wrong?
I don't know. The serious, I'm not a serious person actually at all. But maybe it's some of the roles that I've done, they have stuck. But, I've been part of a lot of comedies also. So,
okay.
I don't know why this serious thing. No, I'm not a serious person. And in my work at least, whether it's in theatre or the films that I have directed, there is a strong sense of humor, as you will see yourself in Hamlet the Crown Prince. So humor has been actually a very big part of my work.
Right.
Yeah, but the serious side, it's okay. I don't mind it.
We don't mind it too. You look good in that as well. You've done other Shakespearean plays as well before, like Nothing Like Lear, also with Vinay Pathak. Isn't that too much of a bheja fry, or you both just love each other?
In fact, I must tell you this. Vinay was not a part of the original Hamlet cast.
Okay.
Originally, this role was done by Atul Kumar. Vinay has just entered it after 6 years of the play running. We've been running the play for 6 years. We've done about 170 shows, and
wow.
Vinay only joined last year. So I do love him, but he's not the only person I love in this world. There are other actors, and Nothing Like Lear is with Vinay.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, we love seeing the two of you together. So whenever we know that it's you and Vinay together, we know it's going to be one fabulous piece of art or cinema or anything that we get to see.
Because he is a very dear friend. I mean, I won't deny that. He's a very dear friend, and he has been a friend before we started working together. So yeah, we go back about 20 years. Yeah.
True. I spoke to him a while back, and he had some really fabulous things to say about you.
I'm glad.
Okay, you recently tweeted, like I mentioned before, that you believe in two kinds of art, and which is complex work or simple work. Let's talk about your play Hamlet. What made you take it up, and how does it relate to this tweet, if at all?
Well, this one is actually an interesting piece because it's both simple and very complex. That is to say, at a superficial level, it looks simple, but actually it's a very complex piece of work. So what was very important for us while doing Hamlet was the fact that I knew not many people who would come and watch the play would know Hamlet. And
right.
This is not Shakespeare's Hamlet. This is our take on Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, if I can say, we have screwed it up. We have messed it up.
Right.
The plot all over the place. It's 6 crowns who are trying to do a production of Hamlet, and they're making a mess of it. So that making a mess is a lot of fun. But
right.
I did not want to lose the essence of the play either. So, now we go from the clowns into the Shakespeare text and then come back to the clowns and back to Shakespeare. So it's a balance of the two. But what is interesting is that if you know the play, and I hope you do, Money, if you know the play, then your appreciation of how the production goes up by, 5 times.
Right.
Because then you will be able to appreciate what they've actually done with the text, But if you don't know the play, you can still have a laugh and enjoy it very much.
Right, which is exactly what I was going to ask you. Why did you decide to turn this tragedy into a comedy? And, how challenging was to, like you said, mess up the whole play completely?
It's not like we said before starting that we want to make a comedy of it. No, I wanted to do Hamlet, and I wanted to do it with clowns. And we said, okay, let's see where it goes. It's an interesting idea. Let's explore. And that's what we started improvising. We started going back to the text, and so it's because it's clowns, it's funny. But like I said, we didn't want to lose the pathos of Hamlet or any of the characters. So that also comes through very strongly. So it is a rendition of Hamlet, but in our world. Because who wants to see a Hamlet done conventionally? It's very boring. We had to kind of make it relevant to our world.
Right. Talking a little about the way your career graph has been. I mean, you have done interesting roles. Whether it's a good-hearted person or whether it's a slimy uncle or whatever. But you have done roles that are really captivating. So, what are the kind of roles or characters that you look forward to playing or directing, whether it's films or theatre or TV?
Well, TV I'm not really interested in.
Okay.
Just once in a while.
Brilliant. Okay.
Theatre also, I don't act in theatre. I only direct mostly.
Right.
Films, I'm open to acting. If the role offered me is interesting, if the role has some meat in it, otherwise I just don't want to do a walk on character or a character who has nothing to do. So I wait, and I do maybe 1 or 2 films in a year, but I wait for a meatier part. That's
Great.
what I want. I'm not very greedy.
Which comes across very blatantly, if I may say so, because what you bring on the platter is very qualitative, if not a lot in quantity or in number of roles.
I'm not doing films because of anything. I'm just doing films because this is what I love doing. And if
True.
you love doing something, then why would you compromise with that? For me, it's a sheer pleasure to make films, to act in films. And I don't want to dilute that.
Well said. Before we see you in Singapore, is there anything that you want to say urging the people who would be listening to this podcast that why they should come and watch this tragic comedy, Hamlet?
I think you would not have seen an ensemble of actors of this quality. They're really, really special. This ensemble is really special. Even in whatever work I have done, this is quite supreme in terms of performances on stage. And, well, it's Hamlet and it's our take on Hamlet, so you will definitely watch something that you're not going to forget very soon. I can promise you that. There are people who have seen it 9 times, 10 times, and they still come back every time we have a show in Bombay.
Okay.
So I'm saying that with all modesty, believe me.
Finally, what is thinking aloud to you, Rajat?
What is thinking aloud to me? Well, my work is thinking aloud for me because, I have realized that the only way to discover yourself is through your work. You keep working because you're actually discovering another layer within. And that's what work does. So in a way, it is thinking aloud because it articulates very often what you feel, but you don't say.
Wow, can I just keep listening to you?
I'm coming there very soon. And
I know.
We'll have a chat.
I'll wait for that. But thank you so much, Rajat. It was so short but awesomely awesome talking to you. And thank you for doing this interview.
My pleasure, Himani. And don't miss a play. No
I
matter
will
what.
not. I will definitely come for it, not miss it.
Good.